Let's talk about the national debt before our update here. The national debt right now is $34 trillion. Now, human beings have a problem dealing with three elements. More, but just three for this conversation. One is large numbers. Human beings have a hard time understanding large numbers. Another thing human beings have a hard time with is time. Connecting themselves with something that may have happened in the past. The third thing human beings have a problem with is exponential growth. Humans think linear, they don't think exponential. So, $34 trillion, what really is that? It is 10 to the 12th power. It is 12 digits. There are 1 trillion stars in our galaxy. That's just one galaxy. And a stack of dollar bills lined up one after the other, or lined up vertically, would be 68,000 miles. And if you took a dollar bill and laid them out side by side, they'd cover the entire state of Delaware. And we're talking about $1 trillion. Okay, so now you have a scope on how big the national debt is and what that really means. As far as the update is concerned, you may have heard that Charlie Munger passed on at age 99. He was the confidant at Berkshire Hathaway, and he'll be surely missed. Elon Musk with X, he basically made some comments, and he got feedback, and he just told the people who wanted to advertise on X, if you don't like it, fuck you. That's what he said. It looks like Brazil may be looking at getting into BRICS, which is a program which is sponsored by Brazil, China, and Russia to set up a different standard for reserve currencies. The Fed, they expect next year, 2024, to begin cutting interest rates. We gotta wait to see if that happens. Also, the President Biden has called for, by 2030, no more production of ICE engines, combustible engines. So, waiting to see what happens with that issue. Americans are spending more money. The money that has been left behind from the rescue bills that were passed by the president is still sloshing around the economy. Northern American cities are bracing and dealing with the cold weather and the migration of people from other nations into their cities. Oil prices are about $80 per barrel, so that's not that bad. Vice President Harris went to Dubai to speak on behalf of the war. Credit card debt is at its highest debt level ever, $1 trillion. And we talked about what trillions are. For those of you who are on Social Security, you should be getting a 3.2% credit toward the next year, and Medicaid has gone up about $10. JP Morgan is stating that they expect to see a recession in 2024. Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, has got his budget approved to continue the war. The weekly jobless rates have fallen. Rent, used cars, food prices, insurance is still high. Also in China, there's been reported an upper respiratory flu that's starting to permeate around. The Conference Board, which is the think tank, sees a decline in confidence of consumers. 8 of the top bankers met with Congress to tell them what they think the future may be looking like shortly. McDonald's has spun off or started a new company. It's called Cosmic, a whole different line of products, so that should be interesting. Google announced Gemini, which is a competitor against GPT. Gemini is a superb product. I've actually seen it myself. I tried it. You can actually take a picture of something and it will tell you what that is and identify as something and pretty much write a report on what it's seen. So that should be interesting. We still have some supply chain issues. Basically, Microsoft has met with the AFL-CIO to try to rationalize some way that artificial intelligence, how that's going to impact the AFL-CIO or labor forces. As we said before, the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, is 3.10. Now that's not down. That means that the prices are still going up, but they're going up at a slower rate. We're still dealing with the continuing resolution in Congress, and we're waiting for that to be resolved. John Kerry went to Europe to talk about green energy and how we need to be all fossil fuels by the year 2050. I'd like to thank you very much for your time. That's pretty much a report on what's happening right now. I need your support. I need you to subscribe. I need you to give me a thumbs up and give me a like. Thank you and have a great day.